Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Black Dove. This is Daily Devotion with Dove on my YouTube page for Black Dove. For my subscribers, welcome back. For those who are new, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button once finishing watching this video. I'm going to get right into it. I think I briefly touched on comparison being the stiller of all joy in my previous video. I want to go more into that today. I recently experienced a situation to where I had a good friend or associate of mine that was going through a situation to where they are temporarily homeless. Um, I brought them some food, and they were staying at a hotel out here in the city that I live in. And I'm not going to say the name of hotel or anything like that, but it really was heartbreaking and just crazy to see the ambiance and just the surroundings and the energy that was in that particular property. You walk through the hallways, I'm smelling nothing but urine. You can tell it was a rundown hotel that had been there for a while. And from my understanding, a lot of people who stayed there were either basically homeless and on the list waiting for shelter. There's different programs out there. I'm not really too familiar with it all, but I know when you're on the waiting list, they kind of either put you in shelters or they may put you in certain like hotels or motels while you're on that waiting list until they find you a place to stay. There were a lot of women there who had multiple children, men. You can tell that they just weren't doing well, and it was sad and it was so hurtful to see because most of the people that I saw outside were my people of African American descent. You know, it's when you sit and think about it, you look at it like, man, you're kind of taken back, and it kind of humbles you because sometimes we walk on our day to day and we complain. We complain, we complain, we complain, and we forget the blessings that we're sitting on, you know. And in that moment, I said to myself, man, I was just stressing about a lot of things that I got going on in my personal life. And here I am walking through this hotel, and it's just people who are just in way worse situations. They don't know where their next meal is coming from. They don't know in the next couple of weeks if they're still going to be able to stay where they're staying at. And if they're not, where is the next place they're going to go to lay their head? And I'm like, man, like it just, the energy was just full of discouragement and despair. It was very dark. It was in the middle of the day too. And everybody was just standing outside. You see everybody just outside hanging out. And like I said, most of it was my people. And I was just like, man, it was just sad to see. And you realize what bubble that you live in. You know, a lot of my friends, a lot of us college graduates, we're doing pretty well for ourselves. You know, I mean, like I said, I have my personal issues. Everybody has something type of burden that they're dealing with, right, in their life. But sometimes you sit back and realize a lot of the stuff that you are stressing out about or harboring on are like first world problems compared to others. And you kind of have to check yourself. And I say that to say that, man, whatever that you're thinking about, whatever that got your anxiety up, that got you stressed out, you always got to realize there's people doing better than you, and it can always be worse. So you have to be thankful for where you're at in life and try your best to move forward, and eventually you will progress. You will get up out of the situation you're in. That's just how it works. Divine timing is everything. Alignment is everything. I'm always going to say that in all my videos. Alignment and divine timing. That's what I'm big on. I believe God has a plan for all of us. So, but yeah, I just want to say, stop comparing yourself. Right now, we live in a day and age. Social media is very powerful. Everybody's posting their highlight reels, and you don't know what's happening in the background. I've had certain people that I know, if you look at their social media, it's like, oh man, okay, hey man, he's doing this thing. I'm happy for him, man. That's what's up. And it'd be that same person that may call you in the background, like, hey man, I need help with this. I got this going on, man. I just lost my job. I'm laid off, and I ain't been working in the last 4 to 6 months, and it's really hard right now. So you be surprised, man. Don't go off of what you see, and then you may be looking at a person's relationship, like relationship goals. Oh man, him or her looks so happy, and man, I wish I had what they had. People do that every day, but you don't know they going home to a spouse that they just miserable with. That woman can probably be getting beaten on, or that dude may come home and his wife is verbally abusive, talking down on him. You know what I'm saying? It can go either way, for male or female. So you don't know what people are facing behind closed doors. They're not going to tell you. Nobody's going to tell you, their darkest secrets. Nobody's going to tell you their struggles. A lot of people got ego and pride, so nobody wants you to see them in their downest moments. And I'm speaking to myself as well. I face obstacles every day, but like I said, man, just remember it could always be worse. Never compare yourself to others. Go and lead a path based on your own pace. I'm gonna keep saying that. So, and also try to see how you can be a blessing to others, because walking through that hotel did a lot for me, man. I really sat and thought for probably like 20 to 30 minutes, man. It was really hurtful to see so many people that were struggling like that, man. Because sometimes like I said, once you get in a certain lifestyle, you forget other people out here wishing to be in the position you're in, So every day you wake up in the morning, man, meditate. Give yourself a routine where you're thanking God for everything you do have. And ask God, hey, listen, be with me. I need your help in the areas that I struggle, and hold my hand through this. So life be life. We all say that. But just remember, man, life is also too short. So enjoy it as much as you can. Stay focused on yours. Like the great J. Cole said, love yours. And there's beauty in the struggle. There's always beauty in the struggle, man. You're learning something new every day. When you're struggling, it's a lesson within that. Remember that. So stop comparing yourself to others. People. There's gonna be people who's doing better. There's gonna be people ahead of you, but you don't know what they're going through behind closed doors, and you don't know what they went through to get where they're at right now. And most importantly, know that it could be definitely worse. Definitely worse. There's people who, once again, homeless. There's people who, in the morning, can't walk, can't even bathe themselves, can't see, probably not able to pick up the phone and call their mother and tell them that they love them because their mother is not here anymore. So it's a lot of things, man. I'm just giving you different scenarios. So just remember, man, stop to think, hey, what I have, let me cherish what I have. That's going great right now. All right? So this is Black Dove signing off. This is Daily Devotion with Dove. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page. And also, man, stay up, stay positive, keep grinding, and be the best version of you. Or more night, ja.